Alright, so today I'm going to be playing Four Color again. This is the best, but this is like the refined version that a couple people I'm sticking to with the Atraxa and the Grist. I did trim on a Teferi and add a 61st card, Eternal Witness and Ephemerate, because I think Ephemerate, works great with the Solitudes and works with the Atraxa and pretty much all your cards it works good with. Not really Flash, but and just being able to tutor for Eternal Witness and just have this combo, have this lock, where you could just solitude something in return or something seems, pretty awesome. I want to try that. I've been jamming this into all my four color decks because I'm a psychopath, but it's every single time I make a four color deck, no matter how poorly I do with the deck, the Eternal Witness and the Ephemerate has always looked good. So I'm okay with putting it here. It's a nice little 61st card, but yeah, everything else pretty standard. Um, Meticulous, I still think Meticulous Archive. I think the surveillance should opposite each other in like domain purposes. So I think there should be a Thundering Falls, which I'm gonna actually do now that I'm here. As I don't think you need 12 fetches, but we'll try it for now. I am muted. I've probably been muted for a long time. It's crazy. Yep. I'll float a mountain. Bolt. Nice. Thank God that worked, because I don't know what I would have done if it didn't, to be honest. Keen-eyed. Three land. I think I need every mana I can get, so I'm just gonna chalk this in. Swing. I'm gonna play this. Honestly, not that too worried about. I'm just gonna leave up the idea of making it into a 7/7. Honest. Okay, that's wild. It's a lot of mana. I'm scared now. What is this? I'm confusioned. Crackling Drake is a possibility. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crackling Drake's just a 4/4. It doesn't kill me. That worked that. Okay, that makes sense. I'm a 7/7 and a 4/4. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna insta turn my guy into a 7/7. If that's good enough. Or try to at least. First match, first game seemed I was muted, but you know, gameplay's there, I guess. Not bad. Get rid of a land. Bolt. They have bolt, and they have bolt. Yeah, that's fine. Not gonna. If I had another man, I'd try to make it to a 7/7. But actually, Billy Joel commentating. Damn right. 3. I could Eternal Witness for land. I think I can Eternal Witness. So Eternal Witness, green, green, boom. Play land, that's 4 mana. Fetch, still 4 mana, and I make 4, it's 8. I can green sense for Eternal or for Atraxa. So Eternal Witness doing its best Ren 6 impression, but it works. And if it doesn't work, they have only to 1 on board. So you played your big spell and play my big spell. Yes to all those things. I don't know to the other things. It just worked. Beautiful. If I find a solitude here too, which would be great. I lied to you completely, and I'm lied. I'm a liar. I'm sorry for lying. Looks good to me. I would gladly trade if you'd like to. Two cards in hand. I would be dead to double bolt. I'm gonna block with Atraxa, 100%. I think Atraxa has done her job. Now I'm not going to block. If he swung first, I would have blocked. Since he didn't swing first, I don't see a reason to block. Brings at 5. I can't doubt anything. Yeah, that puts me to 1. Bull puts me 9. Pumps this up by 1 to 8. 1. Yeah. There's no interaction there. I thought that dealt 5 damage to me, so. Oh. Good start. The Eternal Witness could have been a fetch line and been just as good, if not better. But, who cares? It was Eternal Witness. We did it. And that's all that matters. Oh, this is a Josh hand. This is the hand I really want to keep. And guess what I'm going to do? Keep it. I don't even care. Buster Brown 52. I'll draw land, Buster Brown. Mark my words. Frog Tide. So yeah, Oculus to deal with. We got a million different things to deal with. I don't know if they play that card usually, so now I'm confused and scared and worried. Your land. The deck's gonna play Stomping Ground, which I've always been annoyed with, but I guess I'll get Breeding Pool. Oh, upkeep of okay, so now I don't know what's happening. This Dredge? Just like a weird form of Dredge? Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Yes, this must be Venfine. Well, okay, read this card again. When you cast a spell, if it's a second creature spell you've cast this turn, you may return Vendrell from your graveyard to the battlefield. They have one creature spell lined up, minimum. Bloodghast coming into place and casting. So that's not the same thing. I mean, I guess it's just play Ren 6, set up Endurance next turn. Pass. I said yes to everything pretty much. I don't know the times though. Maybe like 4 o'clock or 10, I think. 2 Creeping Chills is tough. I guess I'd take that. That is tough. Oh, I have to fetch Shock. I don't have to, but I want to bolt this before I Endurance. Then I'm going to downtick on Gravecrawler. I can Prismatic Ending. I want to downtick on the Stitcher Supplier. He'll get some things. I want to put them back in his deck, so I'm okay with him getting them. Then I will get a Endurance. I'll pass. I'm at 6, so not like not too far away from just being dead. But thankfully, they have 2 cards in their hand, so I'm not too scared. But I'm also very scared of just like creepy chill. So I just can get double creepy chill to get and be dead. There's only 2 left in the deck though, but they're closer to the top than the bottom. So it's a Vengevine. That's terrible for me. Damn it. Omnath. I have Harper. Just gonna start surveilling. Point, I think I just need to get to like Atraxa mana as soon as possible, or find an Omnath. I mean, they have Vengevine in play essentially with the 2 Merfolks, which is terrifying. But thankfully, I can kill it with endurance. So let's see what's on top of my deck before I make any decisions. To be honest, it's probably a good idea. I can't go to 1 because then I can't fetch. So unfortunately, I have to do this. I think. Just hope that Omnath happens sooner rather than later. The Green Sun Zenith would be such a sad draw. It wouldn't be terrible. There we go. It wouldn't be terrible, but it would be very depressing because I got rid of my Omnath. My like 1 minute have Omnath plus fetch line this turn. Okay, now next turn we get Atraxa, and that should stabilize me for the rest of the game. There's only 1 card in hand. They have a 1 mana creature in the graveyard though, so. They have 1 Bloodghast. They need a land drop to get the Bloodghast back, but also cast a Gravecrawler, but that also doesn't mean Vengevine comes back this turn. Griffin Shield's the worst card ever printed by mankind, and I'll die on that hill. That card makes me so sad every time it's played ever. Okay, perfect. They don't have anything to do. You can just surveil. Oh, I didn't get it. I should, what an idiot I am. Okay, I have to get Xander's Lounge. I need to make sure I get Xander's Lounge. I hope I have enough green for this, actually. I do. We're good. Okay. Okay. We're gonna witness. Get endurance back. Beautiful. Every graveyard hate piece I have, give it to me. I think that's it. This isn't a Nissa match, but Nissa can find endurance, so maybe that is relevant. Nissa can find endurance very well, so I guess I'll just leave it for now. Bolt saved my life this game, so I guess I'll leave it in, but I mean, I saw Heat Crab. I saw so like that stuff needs to be killed turn one as soon as possible. These are exile effects. I want to leave these in. Blade can stabilize me. Wrist is not good. I don't think the fairies are good. I need another green source, but having that card in my opening hand's pretty good. I draw a land. Not having a fetch land with the Ren 6 is kind of sketchy. No white mana either, but I'll definitely Sawtooth a Crab turn one. I have no problem doing that. Surveillance are so good in that deck. Adron Crab. If it's a fetch land, I need it. Yeah, he responds. Vendrine. I will solid dude the hell out of this. Fetch land. Damn. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Their graveyard is 6 lands and 1 Vendrine. That's actually awesome. What is this for 3 mana? Is this just like a prize amalgam? It is. It is just a singular prize amalgam. Alright, this is the turn. Wow, that's sick. Maybe draw land. No, okay. Cool. Thankfully, they're not having one of those uber fast games. So. This is where you draw like planes or something just to depress you. Two Vengevines, tough. Souls of the Lost. I guess. I don't even think a land drop is anything. He kills a Vengevine and gains me life. So it's not the end of the world. Oh, I'm land, dead. Yeah, I'm dead now. Especially since I don't know white mana either. Okay. Well, that was unfortunate. I did keep the hand, so I never mulligan lands and spells, so that's a problem. This hand is so dependent on so many things. This hand is just if surveillance don't work, I lose. That's what I'm here for. It's to ramp fast and draw the good cards. My guess is 4 and either Mall or Schenectady. Sin is actually very, very bad against just like the type of deck I'm facing. But I have so much faith that I'll draw like a Green Suns or something where it doesn't even matter. Or like Endurance or something. Like, I'll draw it. Trust me. I'll do it. I'll get there. And it has a turn on kill the crab card. Like, what else do I need? I'm gonna guess I'm just gonna do that. Gonna kill my Light Halfling? That'd be crazy. He has Flare of Malice in hand. No. Oh, no, Flare of Malice is black card. I don't know what he's paying cost for then. Interesting. Interesting. Ooh, scary. You don't have another land and another 1-drop. You're gonna Flare Malice. That's crazy. Okay. 2 vent. I'm dead. That's terrible. Only has 1 land though. So, silver linings, I guess. I have to find Endurance. I'm finding Endurance so fast. It's not even funny. Do nothing, pass. Whenever I see a creature get cast, I'm gonna like cry. Like, I'll be so scared. I'm fighting for my life over here. Gravecrawler. No. Oh, that doesn't make a black mana. Make a sack and make 2 black mana. Dead. So sad. So sad, dude. It's triple Gravecrawler. We're depressing. I guess. No, I'm dead. There's no silver lining here. I just got RNG'd to death. They drew land 2 and they hit triple Vengevine with their very few mills that they had. No silver lining, just death. I am gonna chump one of these. I guess my best play or my best out is like getting to Flage. Because I can kill one of these. I have to fetch shock to do it, so I go 10. And then I take more than 10. I play this out for free. Block here, I take 4, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, it's just. And I got Forest last turn, so I can't even fetch to play Flage now. The minute say this wasn't a Forest, what could it have been? It could have been Plains. And then I wouldn't have played the Halfling, so I'd be at 4 less. I'd be at 9. Fetch down to 6, play the Flage, kill one of these, go up to 9, block here, take 4, 6, 9. I'd be dead either way. Okay. That's unfortunate. 4 colors always had problems against decks like that, and also that was just they hit the Vengevines there, we lose. They don't hit the Vengevines there, we probably win the game because they had no cards left in the hand. They did their one thing. We could probably survive a Vengevine, maybe even two Vengevines we could survive, but triple Vengevine plus double Gravecrawler and into a Rise of Malcolm, you can't. Unless you have Endurance in hand that turn, you're not beating that. So those are the losses you can't really like worry about because what are you gonna do? Be like, oh, those decks do what those decks do, and then you most of the time lose to them because they do the thing, or the other half you have your graveyard interaction, and you don't lose. So this is what it is. I go first. Keep. And it's great. Atraxa being my open hand is. It happens a lot. Which is wild because there's a lot of one-ups in this deck. I see Bolt every now and then. I guess I've seen Bolt twice too here, but don't take him. Don't. I need him. I just went through hell last match. Don't take my Ren 6. You're not going to take it. The Drax is a scary card. That's a fact. That is a fact. Atraxa wins games. Atraxa in the end is pretty much a mulligan. That is very true. But I had Ren 6, which is practically infinite. Damn, they definitely have freaking Force Negation. They're going to use it by Red 6. That's depressing. Oh my god, it's working. It's crazy. Not taking Red 6 here is crazy. So he just. Sure, the Fairy shuts down all the instant sorceries in your deck, but if you have any form of counterspell in your hand right now, you just counter the Fairy. Letting me have Red 6 is crazy. I don't know the contents of their heads. Maybe they could just. Okay, this is not a Harbinger of the Seas deck, I guess. Whoa. That's craziness. Never mind. I guess they're just geniuses. I did not expect this. I can tell you that. Um I guess it's just fetch, uptick, play Nessa go. Lantern Gaming. Did not expect that in a million years. Is usually usually is a very good matchup for four color. Who knows what's gonna happen now though? Hell City's about to explode. You usually, honestly, the way you usually lose these games as four color is just when your opponent has an Urza Saga with a Thoughtseize. So like, oh, they don't get to make a dude though. That's very relevant. That helps. It also hurts. That hurts, but not too much. So I just have the Atraxa in my hand. So, but letting me have Ren 6, I can't stress enough how crazy that is. Like I still get why I took the Fairy because there's Saga, but you milling my cards. If I ever find a way to get rid of your Graph Theory Cage, then I'll just have Retrace on all my cards. Like, with Sages in my deck. You can't stop that. There's Matagetting, Leyland Binding, more Teferis. It's crazy. Alright. Well, I'll do this. I fetch 6. White, blue, green, red. I'll play this. White, blue, green. Welding Jar would get me. That's true. Actually, Info Graveyard, but there it is. He's gonna have to shuffle, I guess. Lantern is wild. Really would have never guessed. Ever. I just both time 2 matches so far, 2 matches in a row. I've expected them to be frog tied, and they just haven't been. Kind of wild. Kind of wild, if you ask me. What's his top revolver? He's got. Oh, sorry. He's got a Staring Bridge next, which terrifying. He made me mill the Beseiju. He has to have like relic of Progenitus. So if he doesn't have a relic of Progenitus, oh, okay, that makes sense too. If he didn't have relic of Progenitus or something along those lines, then you know I would just Beseiju and we'd move on. But also, Atraxa looks at the top 10, so you can't mill those cards. Let's make a black mana. Black mana. I'm just gonna fetch shock at this point. Who cares? Let's make another white mana. Endurance. Okay. Let's do this one. Well, we got instant, sorcery, creature, land, planeswalker, I guess. Done. Yep, there it is. Collector Oof, Force of Vigor. Honestly, Consignment Memory's not bad here either. This isn't what it's here for, but it counters the entire. I remember I faced a Lantern player in a RCQ once. And they looked at all the cards I put in. That's my 4-color. And they saw like the Force of Vigors and the Consignment Memories, and they were just and they complained at me about how I had too many cards. Why would I have so many cards prepped for Lantern? These aren't here for you, man. You just are walking into them. I'm sorry. This seems like a Solitude type matchup. This seems like a Grist type of matchup. Maybe 4 is a little overkill, but see how it goes. Slate seems pretty good when they're milling me. Enduranceing myself isn't terrible. Calling in everyone's facts. It's like Deflate seems good, but also doesn't seem great. Maybe this is too many. I'll leave one. I'll leave 3 in, and I'll cut the endurance. We'll see how it goes. I should cut bolt. That's what I should cut. Next time, next time, next time. Yeah, bolt does seem great in this matchup. I mean, I good for like red 6 situations, but for the most part, bolt doesn't seem like a relevant card. I'm gonna just play a tap land. Realistically, this means I can't. I mean, this obviously means I can't counter anything with consigned memory, but I need to get a green mana. So unless I get breeding pool with my Fledge Strand turn 2, I would rather just surveil with this than keep a blue mana next turn. And if they play a lantern or something, that's not the end of the world. They can't see. Yeah, they like this. They can't see what they're milling, so they're just gonna mill randomly, and then that'll be that. I actually don't really know what this card does exactly. Each player exiles the top card of their library face down. 7. Each player turns face up. Turns face up all cards they own. Exile this. And puts the first. Each player turns face up all cards they own. Exile with this, and puts all permanent cards among them. So that's never gonna happen. This is just the exile cards. Okay, understood. I've always I've seen this card in Lantern a lot, and they just tap it and exile my things, and I never really take the time to read it. I just know, oh, this means cards from my library go away. I guess is all it is. So yeah, you can have a Mistress Bauble. That's fine. Whoa, that's sick, actually. Soul Guide Lantern, sure. Okay, they only have 2 cards in hand, so that's pretty relevant. I almost just click on Thundering Falls. That would have been tough. I don't think I want another one of these right now. Really good, but also I don't want it. I could just played the fair there too, but fairy kind of does nothing. I can down tick on something, but it just makes a copy with the gardens, and then I just tapped out a consigned memory. Didn't exile anything in the end step. I exiled the top cards of our decks. Weird. I hate how this is laid out. Oh my lord. That makes me so sad. What is this? This is Staring Bridge? War of Invention, maybe? Now if I draw Fetch Land, then we really pop off. But even if we don't draw Fetch Land, I can go to Fairy. It's just a whir, right? This seems just like a whir. Yeah, whir for 1. That's fine. And they're gonna think, oh, Fetch Land, you can have it. I really want a Fetch Land. Yeah, it's just a quick extra to the exiles. I just whenever they just tap it and they tell me what to do, and I do it. That's what happens when I play with against this card. And then that's actually how I learned all of Lantern. Usually I read all the cards because I like to know what they do. With Lantern, they just play so many things and they tap them and they just tell me what that happens. I go, okay. And then I just kind of learned what they do from that. This was great for me. I don't think I need to make this uncounterable, but I will. I just force will in this matchup, in this game. Well, format. Let's make a blue. Fetch. Rainfall, why not? Make a white. White fairy. I'm gonna have another fairy. Since I have another fairy, I'm gonna bounce one of these. I have another fairy, I have a consigned memory. And bounce one that he needs to spend a bunch more mana to turn it back into the thing. I'm okay with that. Yeah, exile my Flage, that's fine. Green Sun Zenith, do I get that one? I don't want them to have that Inquisition, so I think I'm okay with this. Yeah. Portal does kill my halfling, but I think at this point that doesn't really matter anymore. I would love a fetch line again. That's another thing. Like my deck is very. Usually, you want to just lantern them until they have only lands on top. But with Nissa and Omnath and stuff like that, like I kind of want lands. Sometimes I want fetches, so you're like, "Oh, I'll give you a fetch," but then that fetch turns into like 4 mana, 4 life, and you drew a card off of it. It's like, okay, well, I don't want you to have a fetch now, but then if I get rid of the fetch, you might have a good card underneath. That's like, this is usually a pretty decent matchup for 4 color. And you have just like everything your deck exiles, and most of it's targeting non-land permanents and bounces, and everything draws extra cards. It's like, this is hard for a deck like Lantern to beat. Or just like it does its best, though. Great. Why not? Let's just surveil with this. Surveil. Um, White. I want that card. I'll put on top. It's just an Atraxa. How am I ever going to cast that? Think about it. Think about it. I would like that card too. This one right underneath it is a Ren 6. Rats. Just kind of like, I don't need a lot of consigned memories. I just need one consigned memory for exactly Ensnaring Bridge. It's like that's the way Listen Extracts ever beat 4 color is just having Ensnaring Bridge after you, like, with the Saga and some of your lanterns that controlled some draw stuff. Honestly, I think this is the problem. Show me a card every turn. Yep. Let's counter that one. All right. We got there. Mulligan. Molly. Ugh, God. This is not good. This is not good. This is so scary, but the fact that it doesn't tap for mana to turn to play out means I have to play turn 1. Red pickup Giant Arbor is a move, and probably the move, but I also have to be able to cast the Red 6, which just died. I won't be able to. Alright. Alright. Jund Creativity. I'm a mold of 5, got Wasteland to turn 1, and I'm facing one of my worst matchups. Yikes. Yeah, let's call it here. Yeah, honestly. For the Fable, yep. Yep. All these cards are pretty decent. This is a lot of persist shit happens, so I'll put. I don't think I need Canine Curator. Probably a little too cute. Bolt isn't great. Gotta cut a lot of cards here, don't I? Honestly, Binding is pretty mediocre. This might just be Jund though, where they don't have their own bindings, but we've seen Jund decks play a lot like Paw Patch formations, and they obviously have Sage use. Like, being able to kill my land bindings is a real problem. Ooh, whoops. Like, Flage doesn't seem good in this matchup either. Flage is not great. Fairy didn't seem terrible. Dramatic Ending also isn't great. Well, one of them isn't speed, but one of them is a forever removal spell, and one of them isn't. What if we get anything left for 1 mana? We need to spend a bunch of mana. I'm gonna cut Grist. Prismatic Ending. And a Teferi. Something like that. I'm keeping this solely off the back of Salted Ephemerate, but I'm not happy with this hand. Where are my ore bars? I'm just gonna get Thoughtseize and then my world falls apart. Okay. I'm looking for Ren 6. Ren 6 lands, stuff like that would be best bet. Oh my god, I went to get Lush Portico and I just didn't. I'm an idiot. Well, I'm definitely green sunnings for Giant Arbor now. I just completely didn't get what I wanted to get. My brain is so like locked in on how I might accidentally grab Thundering Falls that didn't even grab the thing I wanted to grab. least next turn I have a turn with this. I'm right, I guess. Never mind. My bad. My fault. The ephemerate. Well, if I can naturally draw land here, he's sick. That's terrifying. Or endurance. Or we could draw Atraxa. Or we could do that. That's chill. Guess I'm just gonna get ephemerate. I mean, this just tells taking the ephemerate and not the eternal witness means okay, spend your turn getting ephemerate back. I'm just gonna persist out an Archon. You're gonna lose your eternal witness anyway. And then give a haste. Maybe they don't have it. It seems like would have had it if they way they played getting rid of my ephemerate and not triple Archon in their graveyard. That's that'd be lit. My last 3 discards are all Archon of Cruelties. Pass. Oh my god, they actually are passing. Holy shit. What's happening? I could kind of ephemerate this and try to get a land, but I feel like that's so weak to so many things. Like a Green Sun's for Delighted Halfling. That also feels very weak to a lot of things. I really hope they just fetch. Okay, they're not going to fetch. Well, I guess I have to just try this in the instep. That's the best chance I got. It'll probably get killed, but at the same time, you know, what else am I going to try here? Sure. Give me a land. Okay. That helps. So now I can Green Suns for Endurance. I know it makes their creativities better, but ah. I'm kind of hoping they can't creativity for 2, I guess. Oh, now I'm just dead. Now creativity for 1 is okay. Yeah, I'm very dead. So I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I can see that. I don't need to see it. It's tough. Those 2 losses are tough, dude. First game, mold of 5 with a Dryad Arbor between your land. I guess that's the price you pay for having Dryad Arbor in your deck. Creativity is like my biggest nemesis right now. I just can't beat the deck. Just gotta play Orvar, I think. Just everywhere right now. Just every league you play at least once, maybe even twice. It's just absolutely everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Keep this one. And this is very good. Aussie's Proof has a combo in it and has the namesake card and has infinite lands. Sign me up. 2-2, so we're going for the 3-2. I mean, so far the deck's been great. The only like misstep the deck had was that multi 5 against creativity. Against like the games we won were, one of them was Lantern, which is usually a win. I forgot what the other win was. It was so long ago at this point. But losing to Vengevine, that's gonna happen. You have endurance, but the matchup's just always gonna be tough. Murktide, yeah, I lost. No, I beat. Is it Wizard Murktide deck? Like that that's usually also a pretty tough matchup. Like everything has felt pretty good. Grist, I think, is just kind of like hiding out here. I think it's kind of not great. Like I've still I was looking for a 3-drop that killed the thing, and that's what that does. So it seems really good in practice or in theory, but in practice, I've never once green suns for it. I've yet to actually use it to kill a creature, and I've played like 4 or 5 leagues with it. I've yet to be like, you know what, I'm gonna go get Grist in this situation and kill their creature. It just hasn't happened yet. The best Grist has felt is when I was playing in person and I had turn 1 halfling and a turn 2 Grist, and that's the best it felt. But Green Sun's foring it. Green's Sunsing for it has not been relevant. Unless I'm just not playing with it right, and I should just be playing with it and be like, okay, here's a Planeswalker all of a sudden, or upticking. But we'll see. Eternal Witness won me a game where just having a fetch plan would have also done the same. So, but just having this in your deck makes me feel happier. Like I could even see playing time. Like I thought about playing Time Warp for half a second. Oh, I'm dead. Nice. But then again, Time Warp is it'll be a one of. It's like you'd have to find it, and it's just like a lot of maybes. So it's tough. Like it's like if you see it as much as I see Atraxa, then obviously play it because I see that card every game. But usually, when things work the way they're supposed to work, you're not going to see it as much. Okay, this is better than just Greentron. Chalice of the Void on 1. That sucks. What the flip? Chalice on 1, bro. Actually, usually not great against me. It still isn't great. It turns off 1 ephemerate, but like, I just want to play ephemerate more. Piss off, dude. This is the Cosmos command, and I hate that card on my heart, so sad. can set up Atraxa for the turn after this. Oh, this is gonna what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. They can look to mana X equals 3. Then they'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana I'm tapping with. But even if I kill something, also 7 land drop equals 8. I'd almost rather it be okay. It's not terrible for me. I can't get Tron this turn, this coming turn, so. Maybe I can Atraxa for Atraxa and find Besage. That'd be awesome. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana right now, so I could kill Omnath if they really wanted to with Kozak's command. It'd probably be like kill Omnath, try for draw card, maybe. Karn, sure. Not too happy about this, but oh, they needed to get rid of their own chalice. That's funny. That is actually very funny. Five, 6. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. Green Suns for 7. Come on, go faster. Atraxa. Find Besage. Rats. Binding is obvious. Fetch land. Prismatic Ending. Solitude, I guess. Land. Land. The fairy. Uh, 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 uh. I have 11, so I could choose one more. Because Ren 6 is this easy option, but also like I don't want to lose my Ren 6 and have no more lands for the rest of this game. Green Suns, I guess. I have the Atraxa. I don't have any like Solar Bolts currently. So he plays like Devour Destiny, tries to kill my Atraxa. I have Ephemerate, so this isn't terrible for me. I like Chalice Sword literally turns off 2 cards in my entire deck. I think literally. Oh, I mean, Delight Halflings, but I had one of the important ones in my hand, which was funny. Yeah, all this is what I was scared of. Sure. Ah. Tragic. Oh, and they're down ticking. Everything is terrible. I don't even have double green. Oh my lord, everything's falling apart at the seams. Just playing this Ren 6 just to so I can make sure I still have it for when something tight happens, but I'm not content with what's going on in my life right now. Let's say I faced a graveyard turbo combo deck thing, which is a terrible matchup for 4 color. I faced a Tron deck, which is a terrible matchup for 4 color. And I faced creativity, which is a terrible matchup for 4 color. And if I lose those 3 matches, that would make perfect sense. I'm trying. I was close for one of them. Creativity wasn't close. This game was kind of close, but all this dust is the thing I was most afraid of, and it was there. It did happen. When I get more value out of this, okay, I'm not gonna. Um, Guess get rid of prismatic endings better. I have no lands. I'm up against the universe right now. I'm gonna have no non-land permanents. I mean, I could kill this. Like, then what? I drew the rent 6. Show fetch land. Maybe. Probably not, though. They have 3 cards there and still. Give me all these. I even kind of want to spell Pierce. Get rid of Bolt. Get rid of Flage. Do this. Get rid of this. Honestly, I don't think I want that many Solitudes. This hand's so bad. I'm gonna keep it. It's got lands and spells. It's kind of wild. Well, I just didn't play my delayed halfling. That'd been wild within itself. I haven't faced since the bannings. I'm gonna actually look at this. Since the unbannings, go to like, I've not faced a single energy deck. I haven't faced Demir. I haven't faced Yawgmoth. Is that what this coming? Yeah, I haven't faced Yawgmoth. I've only faced creativity a million bajillion times. I faced breach a couple times, and then just really weird decks. I mean, this is MTGO leagues, so it's not like a perfect resemblance of the meta. Just funny that I haven't faced creativity once, or not creativity, energy. I figured I would have played it a couple times at least. Oh yeah, I faced it. I faced it once. Yeah, I remember that now. I did face it once. That was when I was like, I had Wrath of Skies in my deck. I think that was like one of the early leagues. I think the One Ring. Okay, good draw step. I mean, I can't cast anything I get, so I'm just gonna surveil here probably. Doesn't really matter at the end of it. Not having to worry about the One Ring is very nice. But the other day, you know, I think like no matter how poorly I do in these MTGO leagues, I think if I ever play in like a big event with this deck, it'll go well because that's when I'll face energy repeatedly and I'll face rhinos and I'll face like Demir and I'll face and Brood Scale decks like that where like everybody is gonna, who's going to try to win, I'll be playing those, and those are good matchups for me. Other than creativity, creativity is just I just gotta hope to dodge that one. That one's a terrible matchup, always will be. But other than that, like real life, not real life, but like in person events, I think the meta obviously is gonna be much different, and it's gonna be more suited for four color. But MTGO League and everybody's trying like everybody's playing like these weird combo decks or like big Metatron decks. Four color is always going to be a major disadvantage for sure, always. 2, 4, 6, 7, and green suns for X equals 6, which does nothing. But I can do it. There's no Knight of Autumn in my deck, and there's no Collector Oof. Legitimately, don't think there's any reason to do anything. Just wanted to draw the card. I could just play another Omnath to draw an extra card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana next turn. So all this dust is a scary reality. So I'm just gonna not do anything. White, green, red, blue. All this dust. Who would have thought? I guess I could have binding one of these to play around that a little bit more, but yikes. Just gotta rip a mine right there. Frick. Crazy. Let's just surveil. This is where Atraxa on top of my deck. I cry. Okay, draw. Green Suns for Atraxa. We have what, 6, 12, 10 mana, so 2 mana left over. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Memory. Instant, sorcery, enchantment, creature, planeswalker, land, I guess. Done. Like that, fine. Obviously. Yeah, this game's the Atraxa has been so good in the deck. Not gonna lie. It looks so janky, but it's so relevant with Omnath. You make so much mana. It's like kind of Green Suns is like kind of taking away. With Omnath for a long time, you needed a companion so you could use the extra mana. Now you have a Green Suns, so it's like I could counter this. I don't think I want to though. You just counter whatever they get, right? For a long time, you needed a companion so you can spend your extra mana. Now you can spend your extra mana. It's fine too, actually. You can spend your extra mana just on Green Sunsing, which is great. Yeah, I have a jillion answers to all of these things. Cool. Game 3. I'm fighting for play points and pride. This is like an argument for Force of Vigor, but I don't really like Force of Vigor in this matchup. So you can kill like some talismans usually. Expedition map early on, something like that, but it just doesn't seem good. I want to keep Victor on this very badly, actually. I'm gonna see how it goes. I could keep this up for a talisman on turn 2, but I think it's fine if I don't have the talisman on turn 2. Run 6. Pass. I'm probably just gonna save you something. I'm definitely gonna surveil no matter what. And it's a matter of if I'm besaging something after I surveil. This is a dismember? That's crazy. I'm sad about it though. Yikes. Sure, no talisman, that's fine. Still looking for a Ren 6. I will also take that. A lot of mana. Question is, what can they do with all this mana? Seems like they can cast a spell that's scary. So many abilities. Okay, so I have to just counter all these. I don't need double white for anything, right? I'm just gonna do it, I guess. Ugh. Okay. That one. That one. No talisman? Yep. They have one card in hand, which is, pretty good for me. It's so hard because I can. Fuck it. It is. Bounce talisman. Shock go. Counter it. Go. Feels so bad getting a land with this and just hoping double spell pierce is enough when it definitely isn't. But here we are. Sundering Titan, eh? Screw your talisman, bitch. So I gotta find another designer memory. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. This costs 8. Should burn a collector roof, I guess. And go get. And go get Omnath. I can't hold up Spell Pierce. But I don't think Spell Pierce is gonna really matter. I feel like I just have to hope they don't get a land, right? Like that's where I'm at. Just hope they don't draw a land. They have one forest, so there's a chance they just don't have another forest. So I think I'm gonna besage you and hope it's enough, I guess. Is replicate an activated ability? I don't know. To be honest with you, genuinely have no idea. They don't have a forest. Beautiful. Um, it might be, and I think it's a cost. I don't think it's an ability. I think it's a triggered ability. Oh, I'm just gonna do this now. Then get it back in my deck. I don't think I have any 2-drops, but as well. Blue, white, red. But whatever, they have white or blue open. Yeah, say blue. I was holding that up for bounce to get another consignment memory, but here we are. I wanted to flicker my. I wanted to bounce my turn winners with the fairy to get another consignment memory to prepare for the Sundering Titan, but at this point, I just need to make sure that Karn doesn't downtick again. Talisman. Yep. Yep. They can make into a dude. Yep. Land. Last card hand, Sundering Titan. Fetch land is a good. Fetch land actually is a pretty decent draw. Run 6 is obviously the best draw. That's a pretty good draw too, actually. Swing everything at Karn. Trade. No. Yeah, you lose Karn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. They're not blocking, so might as well. Is that Kozak's command? That'd be gross. Or like an Ulamog or something. Okay. I have 7 mana. Matter. Should have replicated that to play around Veil Summer, but didn't hurt us. I think I'm gonna save this in case this Sun Return never actually happens. Oof. 4, 6, 7. Still only 7 mana. I Solitude this. They go to 12, and then I have 7. So I'm not gonna do it. we win? Do I win? I could go get Seiju here. I'm gonna try to kill him. Damn, the Juko's luck to man. God damn it! Alright, well. It would have been cool. I would have been happy. Because the command is my worst enemy. Yep. Then you make a bunch of dudes. Yep. Okay. I didn't see how much mana I tapped. Yeah, I think I thought it might have been 10. Tragic. So tragic. So now how do I win? It's like killing this into finding a consign memory effect, which there's one left in my deck. That's tough. Some tough luck right there. Guys, looks man is so sad. Just does everything. Yep, Sundering Titan. All my lands. Not all of them, but most of them. For sure. I don't think I have any red mana left. I think I have one Xander's Lounge left. I think. I mean, stifled. Well, we're at 2-3 again, but this like every league doesn't feel like it's going as poorly as it's going. But it's the same thing that's hey man, same thing that was happening. That's been happening where like the deck continuously feels good. Every time I play it, the deck feels good, but I just don't win the majority of my games. It's a very weird feeling. And, yeah, I'm dead. I can uptick it, Seiju, and kill this, but then I lose all my lands, and this is lethal by itself. So, well, yeah, I'm dumbfounded. Every time I play, it feels great, and I don't win. I don't win. I don't win the majority of the games. Well, I'm not going to stop because the deck feels good. I'm losing, but I rolled a 5 and lost to creativity, which is one of my worst matchups. I think that's the issue with 4 color right now is that the decks being played just aren't good matchups, except for like the top decks. Like energy decks are great matchups. The frog tide decks are pretty good matchups. The the brute scale stuff that's pretty good matchups. But then it's like all like the stuff rhinos if that's coming back that's a pretty good matchup. But then you face like Eldrazi stuff, you lose that most of the time. You face graveyard stuff, which like Tamer Breach and combo stuff like creativity. That's a pretty bad matchup. So it's like 4 color is very middle of the road. Where if if you're facing all the if you're facing all the tier 1 decks, you're gonna have a good time. If you're facing all the tier 2 and below decks with 4 color, you're probably not gonna win. So it's like a very weird spot to be in for 4 color, in my opinion. But I love it. I'm keep playing it, and I love the deck. So it is. Trax is great. I don't care. Eternal Winds is great. Ephemerite's good. I also think this deck's just gonna get better the more time comes on because the more cards get printed, the more instant targets, etc., etc. I think Grist probably should be cut. I think there should be more. Like I think the sideboard definitely needs. That's the thing I need to fix the most is the sideboard. I think because the main deck's fine. Main deck's good enough to get you where you need to go, but I think you probably need some Orvars. You probably need some Charmaws, especially if I'm playing Ephemerate. Probably just play some Charmaws. Stuff like that. Just stuff that'll like just kill the bad matchups. I think the main deck is gonna lose to those matchups game 1 and then beat all the quote unquote tier 1 decks. The sideboard is how you need to beat the unfair stuff and countering. Like I think 4 consigned memory is good. I actually think the Alstron's not terrible because you're facing, like Titan's probably good, but good against win combo, all that fun stuff. I think there should be some Orvars. There should be some Charmaws, stuff like that. Maybe a Knight of Autumn. I saw Magus the Moon earlier. That doesn't seem terrible. But yeah, that's that. Um, I'll be back streaming. I think I'll be back tomorrow. Should be, but